Okay, good morning, everybody. And what is today's topic on Coffee and Questions? We're going to take a look at these floating shelves. It's made by EchoGear, and they're made out of steel. And I came across these because I had a neighbor that they wanted to put one of these up on a wall-mounted TV that was in their bedroom, and they got an Xbox or they got, some kind of cable box or, the DVD player. I mean, something like that that I guess they were going to put on these shelves. And so they came across these, said, "Hey, what do you think?" And I did a little research and I found out they make single shelves like the one here in the picture, and they make double shelves. And I'll show you as we go through a few slides what the double shelf ones look like. And I said, "Yeah, go ahead and get it." And I would put it in. And so, it came in, I went over and I thought, well, these are pretty cool. And I actually ordered one for myself. And I'll show you a picture of that in a little bit too. And they're very simple to put up. They serve a great purpose. I'm going to show you right now how easy this installation is. But these are nice devices. It has a very nice finish on there, and the price isn't bad. And I'll show you the ads here, and we'll go through some of the questions and answers. So here we go. Now, if you want to, you can pause the video, but I put up the Amazon ad. This is the one that I bought. It's $24.99, ships Prime. And I'll give you the phone number of their support, should you need to call it. But this is kind of a very easy thing to put up. It comes with instructions. And like I said, I think it's a pretty slick looking thing. The finish is nice on it. But I want to show you the double shelf one now. And you can compare the difference and see which one, maybe fits what you want to do at home. Yeah, before I change the picture, I just wanted you to note this one, it says can hold up to 15 pounds. That's quite a bit of weight. All right, let me change the picture and let's take a look at that double shelf one. Okay, so before we get into the questions and the answers, this is the double shelf one. And it says it holds 10 pounds each shelf, or a total of 20 pounds. I don't think you're going to put anything that heavy on it if you're talking about AV components anyway, and, stuff like that. So, like I said, easy install. Let's jump right over to the questions and answers, and let's see if I can shed some more light on this and see if it's something you want to purchase. Okay, this is just a quick ad letting you know you can install this pretty much on any kind of a wall. So, and it comes with a little package in there with all the different anchors and stuff. Now, the one thing that I did know, depending on how you're going to anchor this into the wall, the fasteners or whatever that it comes with are probably sufficient, but you could get better quality ones if you're going down to the hardware store that might be a little bit easier and better to use, but I guess they're okay. It's not, I would give a top rating on, those anchors that it comes with. You can certainly buy better ones down at the hardware store, but they will work. All right, let's keep moving forward. Now here's a picture of someone, installing, this wasn't me, but installing the actual shelf on, and you can see how easy it is with a Phillips screwdriver once you have that vertical piece mounted, onto that stud or whatever is in your wall. So one of the criticisms was, I sent it back. It wasn't the right dimensions, and the guy went on to complain because it wasn't exactly what he wanted in terms of, width and length. That's your fault. What you should have done is you should have read, this thing is 15 inches wide. It's 11 inches deep. So, measure what you're going to put on there before you order it to make sure it's going to fit. Otherwise, you might want to look at one of the other products that they make or somebody else makes. One of the questions is, what is the thickness of the steel? It's 0.8 millimeters. I don't know how much that matters to you, but it's, it's a steel shelf with a nice finish. That's about what I can tell you about that. Yeah, I'll put up the contact phone number, here in just a sec below. If you want to contact them, you can. And I'll try to remember to put it in the description, but either way, they're easy to get a hold of if you have any issues. Is it able to tilt? No, it's a fixed shelf. It doesn't tilt at all. Does it come with lag bolts? Yeah, it does. Like I said, you could buy better ones if you needed to, or longer ones if you needed to, but, it does have, the hardware in the box. What kind of a finish is on there? Is it a real slick, smooth finish? No, it's kind of a matte finish. It's not super slick, but it is a smooth finish. It comes with a sheet of instructions. It's kind of a no-brainer once you look at the pictures and then you figure out where you want to mount it on the wall. Actually, the instructions have some humor to them too, so you can read them and get a kick out of them, but no, it's very easy to install. You just line it up, you can level it or whatever you want to do and attach it real quickly. Yeah, if you, just scrub back on the video, yes, they do make a double shelf one. I've already shown you a picture of it. It's on Amazon. It's going to cost you a little bit more, but it's just as easy to install. For me, I'm going to put it up today, and I'll show you some pictures before I end the video in the bedroom. I mean, it's going to work perfect for me, for my cable box. I want it up out of the way, but I want it to look neat under my wall-mounted TV that's in the bedroom. So I think it'll work out fine. It did in the lady's house that I put it in, and it looked great. And does the metal shelf cause any interference with, the wire signals going to and from the TV? I don't know what you have hooked up, but I don't have any interference issues at all from, the metal shelving or anything like that. So I'd say no. Is it possible to hide the wires? Well, yes and no. Take a look at the picture right here. That's why I'm leaving it up for so long before we change. If you take a look over here, you'll see there's end caps on both the top and the bottom. So you can use that to partially hide the wires. It's not going to hide them, entirely. It doesn't come with any, anything extra for you to hide the wires. I mean, what I would tell you to do, what I did over at her house, because I was reading about this before I went and installed it, is you can take cables, which I thought about this because it ran up from where she wanted it mounted, it was going to run up the wall a little ways. So I went down to the hardware store and I bought a roll of, good quality Velcro. And I wrapped the wires, with Velcro, and I put one on the wall because it's in black, and it was just below the TV, so it doesn't look that bad. And I just ran it or tacked it up the wall like a spine. And then I just attached it, and it looks pretty good because it's all in black. I mean, the Velcro. So there might be other methods. People can drop comments below, tell me how you hide the wires. But there wasn't any way, easy way to put it through the wall or anything like that. So this was just a simple solution to the problem. It looked good when I was done with the Velcro. It's just a suggestion. Maybe somebody else can drop a comment and tell me, like I said, how they do it. Question, can you mount it in the corner of a room? No. You can slide this over, that vertical piece, and then, put the shelf on there, and you can have it touch the wall, and that'll create that angle if that's what you're after. But no, I mean, it's a fixed shelf, like I said. Okay, let me change the picture, show you a couple of other slides here that might interest you. Okay, now here's a picture showing you what those shelves look like, best I could find, where it's showing you from the top down onto it. Like I said, it's not like a slick glass finish. I mean, it's a matte finish, but it's nice. Let me change and show you a few other pictures here before we wrap this up. Okay, now here's a picture of that double shelf, and 10 pounds per shelf, like it says. You can see where he's got his components on there. And again, like I said, I mean, make sure that you measure before you order it so that, you're getting what you want. Now, if it overextends a little bit, like it does here in the picture, it's not that big of a deal, or at least it's not that big of a deal to me. But you just want to make sure that they fit on there the way you want. Okay, so one of the questions is, well, exactly what does it come with? So I'm not going to go through an unboxing. I think, unboxing videos are boring as hell, but this is what it comes with if you're interested in knowing. I mean, besides the box, you got the shelf, you got the vertical piece that you have to attach to the wall, you have the instructions, and you have a couple of sets here, of lag bolts and mounting screws. Now, if that isn't working for you on how or where you're going to mount it, go down to the hardware store, simply tell them what you're trying to do, and they'll line you up with good quality anchors, and you can come home and put it in. The installation probably, when I was reading online, average installation is 15 to 30 minutes. That's probably true as long as you're not running into difficulty. It's very fast. It's very easy to install. So, okay, let me keep going forward and we'll wrap this up here in a minute. There's not a whole lot of questions, but this is a really slick thing. It was worth doing a video on. I like it. I'm going to buy another one for the other bedroom too, just because on my wall-mounted TVs. It makes things look nice to have them up out of the way, and the wires and all of that. So here's a picture I got off of the web. This is a nice clean installation. You can see it looks good. And once I did this, ladies, and I reviewed and looked at the pictures, came home, saw my cable box sitting on the dresser, I thought, well, I got to have one of these. So I ordered it, shipped Prime, got it in 2 days. Okay, here's another photograph, last one, and then I'll answer some more questions. But this is the double shelf. And you can see it's a nice clean install. I mean, it looks good. I mean, depending on where you want to put it. The double shelf, well, it's 10 inches deep, 15 inches wide. So like I said, make sure you measure before you buy it, so your components will fit on it. Okay, here's the instruction book I took straight out of the package when I opened it up. Tape measure pencil, Phillips, level, electric drill. You can see under Phillips they have some humor they add into things. And they give you some very basics on how to install this. It is very easy to install. I give it a 2 thumbs up. I would buy it again, and I'm going to buy it again for the other bedroom. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of questions on this. To me, it's kind of a no-brainer, and hopefully you don't run into a lot of problems when you go to install it. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you folks click subscribe. If you have a better way of installing this, or you have a better deal on these kind of shelves, give me a comment below. Tell me what you think, and tell me how you installed it. So I hope you keep following me. You folks have a good day, and I'm going to see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.